Hey everyone, welcome to week 11. So, a couple of things on our list this week. If we go to content, you'll see that under week 11, we have, again, the directions and the checklist, and a series of videos. Now, I want to point out a couple of things on the videos. Mainly, once we get down to number 6 here, caching the simulation, this is how we make our simulation semi-permanent. So you can scrub back and forth in your timeline and render it. However, there is another method in which you can do this, which is video 7, Bake Instancer. Now this is a little bit of a slower way, and it makes it permanent instead of semi-permanent. So that means once you've done that, you can't change your simulation. Now, there's reasons to do this, though, because if you are going to render on a render farm or something like that, or if you're going to move this to another computer, if you have to move the one that you've cached, then you're going to have to copy hundreds of files. This, you would just have to copy the Maya file and your textures instead of all of the cache files related to it. So if you know you're never going to have to edit it again, you can use this Bake Instancer option. I would recommend caching it, saving that, and then if you want to do the Bake Instancer just to see how to make that permanent, then that might be a good way of doing it. The other thing I would talk about is we also have a couple of things in our assessments this week. We have our career options discussion topic. And this is where you're going to look at a lot of different jobs out in the industry and talk about the ones that you think you might be interested in it. In fact, Taylon's already way ahead of us there. So the other thing is Project 2 is due at the end of this week. So just remember this. It's the same way we submitted Project 1. You click the submit button. I'll open it in incognito, so it will open it the way you'll see it, which is as someone who does not own this OneDrive account. And it'll open it up. And it will look like this, and then all you do is upload the file. So make sure your file is small enough for that, which is using the H.264 codec. And if you're forgetting some of how to do this, you can always go back to week, I think it was week 3 where we covered that. And then of course the last thing is you have the option to submit a revision of week 1's project, or project 1 as well. So back to the table of contents, just to make sure, if you're having trouble remembering how to render week 3, this is where all of our render discussion was about. So we have all the video lessons for that, and we have how to compile this in either Premiere or OpenShot, and of course, when you're rendering out of Maya, how to set up your render options. I would encourage you to render this time out of Arnold. I think you're going to get a better render, and although you can still render out of Viewport 2.0 if you would like, the biggest thing is that the piece needs to look good. Like your final animation needs to look good. So let me know if you have any questions along the way, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.